welcome to my first YouTube video. My name is Mandy and I'm a registered dietitian. I thought I would just show you what I eat in a day to hopefully give you some inspiration on things that you can make yourself. These are meals that I like to make when I need something quick and simple, easy and healthy. So yeah, the first meal that we're gonna have today is a fruit and yogurt bowl. This is a meal that I probably eat the most for breakfast, just because it's so easy and simple, and it takes like 5 minutes to put together. For this yogurt bowl, I'm using these 6 ingredients listed on the screen, and I'm literally just adding everything to one bowl. So my formula for a good yogurt bowl is to use just any yogurt of your choice with any fruit that you like. I like to switch up the fruit that I use across the week, and then add some kind of crunchy element like granola or nuts, and some kind of liquid element. What I'm using is powdered peanut butter, but you could also use honey or melted chocolate if you like. And then I also added some mixed seeds for an extra source of healthy fats and nutrients. But other days I'll add other toppings like cinnamon or chocolate chips. It really just depends on what I'm feeling. So I made my yogurt bowl now that I'm just gonna enjoy. This looks really good and I'm so hungry. I really like this breakfast because it's so quick. It requires 0 cooking and also has a decent amount of protein with the protein granola that I used, and even more if you use Greek yogurt. Then after breakfast, I went for a uniform fitting for my first job as a clinical dietitian, which I'm really excited about. I haven't started yet, but hopefully that's soon. Then I just went to pick up a few groceries for lunch and dinner later today, and you'll see what we are gonna make with these ingredients. For lunch, we are making a falafel wrap. This is super easy to make because literally everything is like ready to go. You don't really need to cook anything, but I am gonna heat up these falafels and also just crisp up the wrap to make it taste a little bit better. A tip that I have for making healthy lunches is to have recipes like this that require very minimal cooking, because oftentimes if I'm really hungry and I don't have anything quick that I can make, I'll be more tempted to order takeout or make something that isn't as nutritious, like instant noodles, or just have any snacks that I have on hand. And I've definitely been there where I have nothing to cook, or I'm just simply too lazy to cook, and I just end up eating a bunch of snacks, which inevitably make me feel sluggish after. So this is why I try to always have vegetables in my fridge that don't require cooking. So things like peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, some lettuce or spinach. That way I can just add these to just about any meal. But here I'm making a wrap with some mixed greens, these falafels that I just heated up for a few minutes, and then I also added some sliced peppers, avocado, and this mayo sriracha sauce. But yeah, I love making this lunch because it only requires a few ingredients and takes me like 10 minutes to make, but it's also very healthy and yummy. I'm so hungry right now, but look at how good this looks. It's nice and crispy too. Really good. I kind of burnt it on the other side a little bit, but it's okay. But yeah, this has been one of my favorite lunches to make recently. You could add any sorts of protein that you like as well, like chicken, tofu, eggs, beans, etc. I've also made this with chicken instead of falafels, and also chickpeas, which I've actually been loving a lot. So you could also switch up the vegetables in this and use like spinach, tomatoes, or whatever veggies that you like. But if you make this, make sure you do not skip the step of crisping up your wrap on both sides, because it just makes it like 20 times more enjoyable to eat. So I just finished my lunch, but I am still a little bit hungry, so I want to try to make this avocado smoothie that I had from Joe and the Juice recently. It was so good, but it was just so expensive. Like, it was 7 pounds. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to make that myself so that I can keep drinking it without having to spend so much money on it. All you're gonna need for the smoothie is half an avocado, half a frozen banana, some milk, and honey. You can add more milk if you like it less thick, or more banana and avocado if you want it thicker and creamier, but just blend everything together and hopefully yours turns out as good as mine did. And also, I want you guys to keep in mind that this is just one snapshot of my diet. It's not every day that I eat like this. Some days I eat out at restaurants, some days I have fast food. There are even times when I don't include any vegetables in my meals. So don't compare your diet to mine or feel like yours is bad if your meals don't look like this, because even my own diet doesn't look like this every day. So it's now dinner time, and I'm about to make a 1-tray teriyaki salmon and broccoli rice bowl. This is super simple to make, so let me show you how it's done. So the first thing you want to do is preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and then just wash and cook some rice, and after that cut half a broccoli, and make sure you wash your broccoli and pat it dry before you put it on the tray. This is so that it can get a little crispy in the oven. And then just line your tray with some baking paper or foil. Put the broccoli on one side and the salmon on the other side. Then just season everything in the tray with the same seasoning. I just use salt and pepper, and also this umami seasoning from Trader Joe's, and also this furikake seasoning. Then you want to add some oil to the broccoli and try to coat this as evenly as possible. And no need to put it on the salmon. I never put oil when I bake my salmon. I feel like it turns out crispier than if I were to add oil. So yeah, and then this is where the flavor comes in, guys. I just use this pre-made teriyaki sauce and poured it all over the salmon and broccoli before putting it in the oven for 12 minutes. Now I know that making your own teriyaki sauce would be ideal, but this is the quick and simplified version, okay? Then I just plated the rice and broccoli and salmon, and just look how tasty the salmon looks, oh my god. But yeah, then I made this Korean tea that my friend got for me. Shout out to Jasmine. This tea was so good, by the way. And this is our final product. Yum. So I've made my dinner. Now I'm just gonna eat this and continue watching my webinar. So good. The salmon turns out perfectly every time. So hopefully this video has given you some inspiration on things that you can make when you want something that's really quick and easy and also well balanced at the same time. This is what I like to make personally if I don't feel like cooking that much, but still want something that is gonna nourish my body and make me feel good. But you know, a well-balanced diet can also include some junk food in moderation, which brings us to my dessert that I'm gonna have, which is this Jude's mini salted caramel ice cream. You guys, this is the best vegan ice cream that I've had so far. If you like salted caramel ice cream, you're gonna love this, trust me. So if you're one of the 5 people who are still watching this video, you are a real one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.